Hello everyone and welcome to week 87 of the top 5 wrestling animations of the week. Pretty good week this week, and I am a day early because I want my dislikes early this week. No, of course, I am joking. Tomorrow I just won't have any time to do this, so we're getting it done today. So straight in with the honourable mentions this week. We have ATAnimations with his curb stomp. We have SuplexNetwork with his bro kick. And we have Dwayne YIFA with his steel cage match. Now if we move into the top 5, in 5th place is ARW with his elbow drop. So I thought this was pretty smooth and it had really nice joint movements. It could have used more reaction, and I think the drop was way too fast, as well as the camera change. But I really loved Dean's movements throughout, and the table break was really good. I think just slightly better pacing and more of a reaction would have elevated this animation quite a lot. 4th place this week is LMS with his DDT. So I thought this had decent joint movements, it was nice and smooth. I liked the vertical headstand sell, but I do think Miz should have moved more after hitting the move. Again, this wasn't my favourite type of camera angle since the whole move wasn't on screen, but that's just your style. I did think the tack was a little bit obvious, but I think the flow overall was pretty decent. 3rd place this week is Mikey with his Tornado DDT. So I loved the rope bounce here, and the joint movements looked really good. I think the pacing was pretty inconsistent, however. I think Bobby kind of snapped into the DDT a bit too much, it kind of broke the flow of the speed. And of course the string was quite clear, as you said in your description. I thought there was a really nice impact, however, and the reaction was really good as well. Overall, just a very good animation. 2nd place this week is ARW with his slingshot corkscrew splash. So this is one of my favourites from you. I think it had really nice pacing. The corkscrew kind of picked up speed perfectly. Maybe the corkscrew was like a tiny bit too fast, but I like the way that it did kind of speed up compared to the rest of the animation, as a corkscrew should. I think the taunt at the start could have been a little bit better, but I do think it was smooth, had decent joint movements, had a good impact. The string was quite obvious, however, and I think maybe a little bit more leg movements from Seth would have helped, but in this move the legs wouldn't move that much, so it's kind of a tough one. That's just me nitpicking. And I personally do prefer more of a reaction over the kind of pin cover ending, but that's just me. Overall, really nice. And 1st place this week is STG with his frog splash. So I thought it was a little slow, and I think the frame blending or motion blur was a bit too obvious for me personally. But other than that, it was really smooth, it had great joint movements, a really nice impact, but I did think the reaction needed some more from Christian, although Eddie's reaction looked great. I think he got a good height on the splash, but I did feel like he came too far out too quickly, as he kind of reached a certain distance into the ring, and then he sort of dropped on the same vertical axis, which just looked a little strange to me. Other than that, I did absolutely love this. And now taking a look at the leaderboard, in 5th place is STG with 10 points, 4th place is a draw between Dwayne YIFA and LMS, both on 14 points, 3rd place is AW with 15 points, 2nd place is Mikey with 17 points, and out in 1st is ARW with 23 points. So that does it for this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Hello everyone and welcome